Hello guys, and welcome back to Statton Top Farm. So as you can see in front of us here, we have our brand new, or it's not brand new, but our newest purchase, a Land Rover 3 Series. So this was on a we bought this at a farm sale. It was kept very, very well throughout its life. It was given a bit of a facelift before the big farm sale, but definitely give it a good whoever did a very good job of painting it. All mechanically it's good. They've even fitted on spotlights to the front and rear. So this is going to be our main vehicle for just going and checking cattle and moving them with the cattle trailer. At some stage we will get a big tractor trailer that you can use for cattle moving livestock. But for the time being, the Land Rover will be doing that with the William trailer. Then also we've got ourselves a bale wrapper. We've been looking at them for a long time, and we went down to the dealer's yard and he had this one parked in the corner. We struck a good deal. It is second hand, but it has been refurbished, so everyone's working on it. And yeah, we're going to use that to wrap our bales later. So we're going to be going with the Land Rover. We're going to bring the William trailer down, and we're going to go off to the marsh and get a few sheep for Tom. And then we're going to bring him back to his farm as well. So yeah, the cows are being milked, and the last of them here have been waiting to get milked, and then they'll be going back out into the fields. They're not going into the sheds yet, but they soon will be. Here in the workshop, as you can see, we got a bit of a puncher with the Leyland 482. They're out in the stolen fields, and somehow the tire just blew out. It's just a thing with some of these tires. It doesn't look flat there, but that's because after the weight has taken off the tire, it will actually inflate again. But we're gonna go get a new tube, put a new tube in, because the old one has several repairs in it, and then we'll be fitted back on the tractor, and then we'll be soon using it in next week for a few days next week. So yeah, that's what we're waiting on in the workshop. So on this part of the farm, we have the 200 here. She's just going to be coupling up to the double bale lifter. She's going to be used to bring back some of the silage bales, also to move them around the field. We can still use the 6616 with the bale grab as well, but it's nice to use a bit of vintage kit as well. We've also been busy doing a bit more construction. As you can see, we put on these walls. We got them cheap. They were being moved on, but instead of being crushed, we bought them for cheap enough money. So we replaced what used to be a fence here. Now there's a strong wall. The soil is still brown. We put grass seeds there, and soon it'll be green, hopefully in a few weeks. And then it'll look like that nothing was ever touched, and it's just a nice thing on the farm. We've got a few more of them. So here at the new farm, we have the JCB loadout. She's just bringing a trailer of concrete slabs, and they're going to be set up right, and then they're going to be put into the ground. Some of them are going to be used for feeders. As you can see, we've already put in one of them over here on the concrete slabs. So as I said in last week's episode, some of the shed is going to be used for housing cattle, but some walls are going to be permanent, some are not. So this dividing wall at the end is going to be permanent. There's going to be a feeding rail going across the guard across the top front, so that we can put bales of silage or go along with the dye feeder, feeding the cattle that are going to be housed in here. But then when it comes to summertime, or that when we don't need the space, we can take the feeders away, or pack them to one side, and we can use it as a machinery shed. There is slats in the shed, but they're good strong slats, very good and strong, so the equipment we're going to be putting on are not going to be too heavy, such as the dye feeder, tipping trailer, silage harvester. They're not too heavy. But yeah, that's what we're going to be used. The hedge cutter is just down there. It was on the Leyland when she got the puncher. We just took it off, and we're just going to get the wheel repaired. We have the Massey Ferguson 750 combine harvester. She's just parked here in the shed. We don't know. I don't think it's finished yet. We've a field or two to be done. It just needs to be called by. If we get a call, we can go out with the combine. But she's just still there, and ready. But when harvesting has finished, we've done all our harvesting. In terms of cutting our wheat, and barley. But we've other farmers haven't. So she's still waiting to be called out. We have our old Massey. She's still back on the moor, and she was out doing a bit more silage, and there was actually a bit of haylage there too for a stud farm. So yeah, she's going well. She's just backed up now. So we've done most of the mowing. Now the Marshall 100 is out flat out baling, but also we're going to get another tractor out with the new wrapper, and we'll go out and wrap the bales too, and then we'll be bringing a few of them home with the 100. So yeah. Also, the JCB has just left off some of the slabs. As you can see in the main shed here, they're going to be put up soon, and they have to be put bases on them, and then they're going to be bolted to the floor, so then they can be removed. Also, we put a slab wall in here. This one is actually for the other farm. This old big steel metal tanker, that's going to be scrapped soon. There's no really need for it. We can't really use it as much as we thought we would. So that's going to be scrapped in next week's episode. So we have our Land Rover here. We've hooked up to the I4William trailer. Now we're going to go. We have Tom with us, so we're going to go down to the mart, collect his sheep, and we'll come back and deliver them to his farm. See ya. So we're arriving at the mart, the Land Rover. As you can see, there's a few sheep that we're going to put in. Tom's not a big time farmer. It's just kind of a hobby, as he's a retired, and so we're going to just put in a few sheep, 4 in total. So yeah, not too many, but good enough for him. So all the sheep are now loaded up, and yeah, we'll see you back at Tom's farm. So we're back at Tom's farm, and we're just letting off some of the sheep. So they're just going into the field there. He also has his 3050 here on his trailer. He's going to have to sort out a shelter for his sheep. It's only kind of just a small holding, and then he'll fatten them up, and then he'll sell them on. It's just kind of a pastime thing. But yeah, the Land Rover performed very well, very smooth on the road. There was work done to its suspension, so yeah, very smooth ride. So yeah, we're going to be checking in on Tom next week as well. So I'm going to leave you with a bit of silage making, baling with the Marshall 100, and then wrapping with the 5612, and then we're going to be drawing in a few bales with the 100. So yeah, thanks for watching, and I hope you enjoy. So guys, I hope you enjoyed today's episode of Statton Top Farm. If you haven't already, give it a like, and yeah, there's Statton Top Farm videos every Sunday, and yeah, I upload daily videos on my models. So I have, this week I'll leave a link to the Land Rover video. If you haven't go check that out. And then next week I'm hoping to plan on doing finishing the whole video on the bale wrapper, so that will be out soon too. So yeah, until next time guys, I'll see you again soon. Bye for now.